Mara. This was a lot of fun to watch and try to figure out what's going on. The therapist bugged me from the beginning, but I can see why now after watching the whole thing. And I love the cinematography and the set design, the locations, and the little hints we have throughout. I like the line, facing what you fear is the only way past it. Took that line out of that and thought that was a great takeaway. This did have me guessing, is this really a possession? Is he have multiple personality? Is he very mentally ill? Or what's going on here? Is it a hypnotism by the doctor who's not really, who's messing with his heads and trying to take him off the medications? And, or is this person is, this spirit, this evilness is possessing him and he's really going through this? And if that's the case, how did this spirit kill the mom and the exorcist? Was it through the main character? And is he in jail? Is he in a mental institute? And this is all in his head. The evil voice on the woman, toward the end when she's talking to him and they show both faces on her, and the evil voice is so subtle. I love it. And yeah, I was just really curious and really kind of want to see more, although it stands alone on itself. I had a lot of empathy for the main character, what he was going through and feeling completely stuck and not sure how to get out of this situation and whether to take his meds or not. And it almost makes me feel like somebody who is bipolar and you're not, when they're feeling great, they get off their meds, but that's not even really the case, because he was even saying to her, how are you going to take me off my meds? I need these, is basically what he was saying. And so he was being messed with. I feel like it's more for sure like a possession. But how did this evil spirit kill those other two people? I was curious. I just want to know more. And I thought it was really well done because it kept me curious throughout. And I'm still curious and want to see more. So really great job with, everything, everybody involved, the casting, the editing, the directing, like I said, set design, wardrobe, all of that stuff. Great acting and really great layers here. Writing was good. So great job and good luck to you guys.
Wow, this was a very interesting film. It was a little confusing, but I think that's the intention because we are intended to feel what this protagonist, this guy, is going through because his mind is, in a very dark place and a very confusing place. I mean, he has a very complex background, right? With whole uh, religious therapy and the priest and everything his mom did to him. It was such a disturbing background, and that makes it easy to understand why he's such a chaotic mind later on when he's going with, these visions and the moments when when he loses track of time. That was very very interesting to see, and again it was maybe a little confusing at first, but that's the idea, right? The idea is to feel what this guy is going through, and it's quite an experience. And I really like the ending, how the psychiatrist turns out to be like a vision of Mara, and yeah, it was a very psychological piece, a very decent horror psychological film. Well done.
I kind of had a feeling the psychiatrist was the girl possessing him, that Mara girl. Something she said at the very beginning had made me have a feeling that she wasn't really a psychiatrist, that she was somebody in his head. It was just something, a little inkling. And the fact that he's not able to eat or drink anything but water. There's few little clues in there in this little psychological thriller that he's not really leaving his apartment, that there's things that are a little iffy in this situation, and things going on that a real psychologist wouldn't say. But of course, when you're in this situation where you're being confronted, in his case, with a literal demon, they're going to stop at nothing to get at you. And of course, they don't want to be freed from the thrall, so they will stop at nothing. It's what most people are taught. And he's at his wit's end. He doesn't know what else to do. I mean, she literally killed a priest. So what else is she going to do? He just doesn't know what else to do. He's fully lost. Unless he becomes a monk and goes and lives in solitude somewhere on sacred ground, he's literally stuck with her. To the point where he's desperate and feels like he has no choice but to submit. You really feel bad for this character, because you feel like he knows he has no other choice unless he finds somewhere like sacred ground to go live. He's stuck.
This film was called Mara. This is an intriguing horror short. What set it apart for me was the incredible screenplay. The story was profound, as the lead goes through so much, balancing what he thinks is real with dreams and fantasy within the context of mental illness. The lead actor was excellent. He had a similar essence to Jack Nicholson in The Shining at times. The performers playing the therapist and Mara were both fabulous too. I loved the dark, gloomy soundtrack, especially the piano, and the cold lighting and soulless apartment also worked. Well done, Mara. Check it out.